Yo, when I tell you, the boy came in with the jumper.
You could, bro. Explain what just happened.
No, first of all, the half-court shot Deonne just pulled. Yo,
I don't understand what just happened.
I don't understand. All right, first of all, welcome to another edition of the Kayfabe Podcast. We're now in tune with the greatest trio on the internet. This is episode 70 out here. And we got a lot to talk about. But the reason why we got so giddy is, of course, we're starting a little bit early because I have some other things that I do have some obligations I got to take care of. So we're starting an hour early. Now, normally we start at 5. Deonne has a very strict schedule he sticks to, but he makes time for us. And so, got fatherly duties. So he was like, I'm gonna be running a little bit late, of course, no problem, because we're starting earlier. So we figured we was like, okay, he'll be on maybe 10, 20 minutes late. I said, so it's we'll give him a little time. We'll hit maybe 4:15 is the max we'll go. And as soon as I hit go live and this intro is playing and it goes, it's cooking, he popped up.
It was perfect.
It was perfect. Perfect. I ain't gotta do no edits. I ain't gotta do no edits now. I was like, yo, that boy good.
Unbelievable. You get a round of applause. Where's the round of applause button for this man? Because
we got to get some sound effects on here. We got to get
Thank you. Thank you.
I know there's a better song somewhere. But
there's got to be.
We have a lot to cover today. WrestleMania just happened. The Raw After Mania has happened. It is Thursday. Friday Night SmackDown, the fallout from WrestleMania will be happening tomorrow. So we got a lot to talk about. Now, it is going to be very WrestleMania heavy. Next week, we'll get back into our regular to-do with, our different segments and creative segments and stuff. But right now, it is all about WrestleMania and a few other things that are going on this week. So before we jump into there, we've changed it up a little bit. As we talk about WrestleMania, we will intertwine some of the stories that have come out, and then also on Monday Night Raw, those things that have happened. We'll talk about that as we talk about WrestleMania. But the first thing I did want to bring up is WrestleMania 43, 2027. Now, we know this year's WrestleMania original plans were supposed to be in New Orleans, and we moved back to Vegas, and we know next year they are going overseas and they're going to Riyadh. But it was revealed that 2027's WrestleMania had a different location as well. Riyadh was not its first choice. WrestleMania 2027 was originally supposed to take place in Nashville, Tennessee.
That would have been an easy one to make, man. That would have been so easy.
Yep.
But unfortunately, bro.
Yep. But unfortunately, because of timing and scheduling, they could not come to terms exactly with what to be able to do. And so Riyadh was up for the challenge and they took it.
So we still, granted, this is a year from now. We still got plans to head over there for WrestleMania next year.
Riyadh is in full effect.
Are there any events over there before next year?
No, not as far as this. This will be the first time WrestleMania has gone outside of the country, with the exception of Canada. Riyadh has
ground jewel or anything like that leading up to.
I don't think so.
This year to next year.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure. No, I'm positive. Yeah. Actually, they just announced Night of Champions will be in Riyadh this year.
Oh, okay.
We'll be going back for Night of Champions in Riyadh again. So most likely that's where we'll have another king and queen of the ring crowned this year. And then a crown jewel and champion in October.
October. Dang.
Yeah. So we're making a couple of stops to Riyadh. So we're still on that train.
Interesting.
In this climate,
in this price. So I am, as much as I've heard people complain about pricing with just going to Vegas, I am so interested in what these Riyadh prices is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So
what's wild is too is like they're trying to become like a destination too in Riyadh with everything that they've been doing and putting up on over there. So it will be interesting to see those prices, if they will go lower or higher, or who knows, man. That's gonna be interesting to see how that whole thing works out too.
very much so. But we are still officially going there. So we will continue to cover that story, of course, as we are getting ready for it.
Is it me, or did that commercial feel like we said what we said?
What commercial?
And the commercial saying with the announcement of
for next
40
year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Feel like we said this is our story and we're sticking to it.
Oh yeah, of course, man. You already know, like
that's what it was giving.
WWE got beef with the IWC right now, and they are not like letting it not be known. Like, yeah, we don't like y'all. Well, guess what? We don't like y'all neither. So now we put
basically not even we don't like y'all neither. We appreciate y'all, but we just don't care about what. How you
it's been a very struggle power dynamic, as you know we talked about on a WWT Monday. Just as far as TKO being fully responsible for creative, as we've learned, like Triple H sends it up, TKO tells us if it's approved or not.
That's wild, man. That tape was real.
I don't 100% believe that. What it makes me feel like is there's a give and take to this. So it's like, okay, Triple H and them in the room will give an idea. This is what TKO wants to see. And we have to figure out how to meet in the middle of that. Like, for instance, Sami Zayn and Trick Williams. Now, aesthetically and storyline-wise, Mello and Hayes makes more sense because there's a different story to be told. Mello and Trick. I'm sorry. Yeah. Mello and Trick makes so much more sense of a story to be told because we're telling a different story now. Your apprentice has surpassed you. Your apprentice is far more popular than you. Can you defeat him, or does Trick defeat his teacher? That's a whole storyline that could have been told with the U.S. title on the line. But instead, where the part I think of, Triple H wanted Sami Zayn and TKO wants Trick Williams. So to meet, we'll go, okay, we'll give you Sami, we'll give the U.S. title, but we want Trick to win the title. Because Trick is over, Trick's bringing in dollars. So that's why I was like, I think TKO do get the final word, but I do still think there's times where Triple H and the creative team does get some of their stuff, because there's some favoritism we know Triple H has to where we see certain wrestlers and it starts to show, because not in a bad way, but it was like, we'll have us scratching our head like, okay, well, why was that choice made when it seems like this was the obvious thing about to happen? So it's very interesting. But, like we said, we're in a battle with that because it comes to that. The money TKO has to make back with how much they've paid to put in the WWE and, UFC and other places. So I understand why we are where we are. We just have to prepare that we're going to be in some very, cringy times for us. It's going to be very much to where it's like a lot of stuff we're going to disagree with. We're not going to be on the same page with everything. And we are glad to have spaces like this where we can talk about it and hopefully it's heard by other people. If I were Nick Khan and I were Triple H, I would definitely stop poking the IWC bear like y'all been doing and telling lies.
Yeah, and that's going to be the tricky thing, right? Because you have we've been watching WWF or WWE forever, right? Since we were younger. So we're entwined into that. Like, we are woven into the fabric of what wrestling is. But then you have the casual fan who they're trying to get, and I understand why. Like, hey, we got this cool product. Come over here, watch Unreal. Do some other stuff, and let's have some fun here. Here's a mainstream star on something that a mainstream star that you like on something that we are doing. So come over and watch us. I get it, but you can alienate those people, but us too, in a way where it's like, man, do we need this? Do we need that? And we're always thinking about where the story progresses, right? Or what happens after this. But it's just, WrestleMania felt very different. I know y'all talked about it on the weekly show, but it felt different this
no,
year.
we're gonna into it. Yeah, no, we're gonna get into it. Yeah, I tried to make sure I didn't say too much on WWT because I wanted to talk about it on here, but we haven't really like talked about WrestleMania in the way that we want to. So what we'll do first is, like we said, we will address Monday Night Raw as we talk about the matches from night 1 and night 2 in conjunction with each other. But first, we'll jump into NXT. NXT had their second week of their special NXT Revenge. I'm not going to go through all of what happened. Again, we are in a redevelopment period. But the two highlights to take away from NXT was Blake Monroe and Tatum Paxley's casket match, which was incredible. Both of these women put on a show, and Tatum Paxley sent the woman from hell back home as she put her in the casket to become the one and only North American champion and nipping all of that other title in the bud, at least for right now. So shout out to Tatum Paxley when it comes to that. But the main one I want to talk about,
God.
Now we have some other news regarding Sol Ruka, but we'll get into that a little bit later as we talk about WrestleMania. But it was a last woman standing match against Sol Ruka and Zarya. And now, while a lot of us felt a certain type of way about Sol Ruka picking up the win at Stand and Deliver, Zarya certainly showcased what we were looking for in bringing back that killer that we first saw that got here, as Sol Ruka was pushed off of, I'm calling it a cliff. I don't know what they calling that thing. She got pushed off a cliff, Mufasa style. Long live the king, and through the table where both did not break.
That's such a bad scene, man. Boy, you want to talk about your heart dropped to your stomach. But anyway, go ahead.
Man, hey, just like heel fan is saying, listen, soul be snatching souls. Her soul got snatched this Tuesday.
Ooh, that was a nasty fall too, man.
Yeah,
that was nasty.
Crazy spot.
Yeah, man. Sol Ruka is under concussion protocol right now. They said she is fine. I replayed the video and watched. It's the hands are more of what took the impact than her head. As you see with her falling down. Yeah, it just, as she goes down, she slides a little bit to where it's like her head is immediately under that other table. So it looks like it didn't break and her head hit it, but it was really just her arms and her hands that really caught the blow.
Yeah, the no look fall is a tricky one, man.
Tricky one, man.
Remember, like all the tables spots we've seen, those are always the ones that make me sort of like, whew. Because even like the TLC matches with the ladders shoving over the ladders, Bubba and Matt, they both jumped into the ladders. I mean, into the tables, right? So you're like, okay, they aimed for that. It's so hard to just be like, all right, I'm gonna slip off this thing, man. I'm going.
Yeah, which is why folks try to say like, oh, wrestling's fake, but it's like these are the moments where you got to see where it's like, hey, so much comes into play here. Like, does Zarya push her too far and she missed the tables completely and then hit the ground? Or does she, kind of not get it to where she hits all of it and makes it through, like you just said, like with Bubba and Edge and them? Or you have this one, which I will say, although it looked nasty, what a way to end this rivalry, though. Like, this is what we wanted at Stand and Deliver. Like, this is what we thought we were going to get. Zarya showing that killer instinct again. And it wasn't until we got here where it was like, no, I'm sending you on your way.
Right. It makes sense because it's like Stand and Deliver was putting the first nail in that coffin of the Zarya Sol Ruka story. Yeah. And then they held off on it for a reason, because these next 2 weeks, it was called NXT Revenge. Yeah. Sol Ruka beat her. Zarya needed the revenge more instead, which is why I guess it made more sense for Sol Ruka to be the winner then.
Yeah. But now with all of this happening, do you feel like the Zarya we saw that first got there is back? And what does this do for her moving forward?
No, this makes her. Oh, go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
I was gonna say this is what I initially thought I was gonna get when I first saw her. You know, judging by the promos that they had and the vignettes that they were building her towards and her song, like, you know, like you for God's sake, the woman's on the top of a freaking mountain. You know what I mean? In the promo. So I'm thinking this woman is a freaking destroyer. She's coming to obliterate everything. And then if this is going to be the way to start it, because this is what she needed to do to remind herself of who she really is, then she needs to take that killer instinct and run with it. Just start attacking everybody. Say, I want all the gold. I want everybody. Everybody.
Has there ever been any word on like why they sort of dialed her back a bit and put her with Soul Ruka? Because it was interesting. Like Honey said, the promo packages and all that stuff and her debut and her doing an F5, you're like, okay, she's next up.
Well, let's also not forget that she was coming in around the time while Stephanie and Julia were still hot in NXT there. So that's why we had to put her on a little side course.
It was a huge sweep of like who takes off.
Roxanne was still in there.
Right. And then just unfortunately you had bigger names per se with Stephanie and Julia, who were more known than Zarya. So it's like you still were going to need that developmental side. And then we still were at a point where we had no idea what we were doing with the North American title, who was going to do what with NXT. So it's like a few of them had to catch strays and fall back. And then others just kept coming. Like Blake Monroe finally came in. Then, you know, even outside the women's division, Ricky Saints is now here. And so many other folks who were like now starting to come in, being this fresh face. It's like, okay, we don't want to have her not on TV. So what can we do where she's being shown? Yeah. So it's like you put her with Soul. They make an excellent tag team. I just don't think they were prepared for Soul getting over so much as she did. And where it wasn't uplifting Zarya either. But it was because of the fact that the way y'all promoted her, you turned her from the beast to this funny, you know, like best friend and stuff like that. And it was just like, okay. And to be honest, she played the part perfectly. Yeah, she played well. But at one point, like, you know, to Honey's point, you know, being the faction killer, eventually that's going to have to stop. And then what's going to happen?
You know what? Fuck it. I'm making a shirt. Yeah, faction killer. I need to patent that shit and get a fucking put it up.
We already get the faction killer tour with the dates on the back.
Yeah,
but hilarious. Now, with all different dates of different breakups of different
breakup dates.
And future ones. Future ones be like, this is gonna happen. This is when they broke up.
Alexa Charlotte.
See, look, she had already called it. Look.
That's the next one.
Okay. No, right. But I was gonna say in regards to Zarya, also another very interesting thing is I feel like what happened with Zarya was the Trick Williams effect. They did the same thing that they did with Trick. Instead of putting him all the way up, put him in TNA real quick. Let him get some more seasoning. You know, he's not. We feel like there's still more that needs to be done. That's what they did with Zarya here with NXT, but within NXT also. But she was there, and they were flipping in TNA too, both of them. So you know, in the beginning,
landscape is great for her now. Yeah, like looking at the landscape of NXT, you're looking for your next stars up because a lot of people made a lot of debuts this past week. So.
And we will get
this is perfect for her.
Yeah, we will get into that. Because speaking of call-ups, shout out to All Ego, man.
About damn time.
Finally happened. All Ego is Raw bound, and he is now an official member of the Monday Night Raw roster. He had his first match against Javon Evans, picking up the win, heating up a once very furious rivalry, but man, so glad to have Ethan Page as a part of the main roster. I cannot wait to see what he does. Not trying to be this guy, but like, hey, join the vision. Join the vision.
No. Stay away from that. Stay far, far away from that. They're gonna cut your hair and put you in some long pants, man.
No, I'm telling you, the Vision need All Ego. The Vision need All Ego while Bronson's gone. I'm telling you. Like, yo, just imagine him with Paul Heyman and it's Ego.
I can see Ethan as a Paul Heyman guy, but he doesn't. He doesn't need Paul Heyman though.
Like, he doesn't need it. I just don't want him getting lost in the shuffle, and because of him playing such a good heel, I wouldn't mind interactions with him in the Vision.
Well,
I just think that with Braun going for the world title, like it would be perfect for him to be mid-card IC champ as a part of the Vision.
Because he's already seems like his trajectory is the IC title.
I was just gonna say, we're going in at Javon,
Yeah, so that's great because we're building an IC division now, man. We got a solid
he would be
IC division.
He would be a great IC champ.
He'd be a great champ.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think for him, his character work is so strong, his ring work is so strong that he can stand on his own and like easily, not easily, but like he can stand on his own.
No, you're right. Easy.
Aside from the Vision.
Very good.
Because I see the Vision as just shambles. That's a shamble, that's a shanty town, essentially, man. That's what that place is.
They back.
We driving straight through that town onto the next one to use the bathroom. So
they put a new attraction down there, or reopened a attraction people like to go over there to go see. But you are absolutely right.
Big ball of yarn.
Hey, it could be big ball of yarn. It could be the big ball of yarn or the biggest rubber band ball. It could be any of those. But you are right.
Rubber band man.
And we never know. But he can definitely stand on his own, as you said, Deonne. Like that
for sure.
I agree with that 100%. He has enough personality, great in-ring work responsibility to be able to have a feud with Penta and then eventually get that IC title.
Yeah, he looks like a superstar in this picture, man. He looks like the guy.
And not for nothing, the minute that I heard his music, like when I saw his face on Raw, I'm like, oh yes, you belong right here, because his entrance alone and everything, it just fits Raw for me. Monday Night Raw.
And everybody was with it. Everybody knew who he was. I was like,
Netflix
yes.
Too. He's on Netflix. Yes. Like, let's go, Ego. Let's go. And he's gonna be flipping from that and AAA like nonstop.
Oh, he's still doing AAA too?
Oh, he might not be. I think he might have a few things where he's finna wrap up. Okay. But there's no like official word just yet. Because you still have folks that deal with AAA. So we'll see. But shout out to Ethan Page, man, for making the main roster. A couple other people to talk about that's made the come up. But now it's time to get into the main nitty-gritty, and it is WrestleMania.
Time to put our judgment caps on.
Time to get these judgment caps on. Now we're gonna go through night one. We're gonna go through night two. We're gonna talk about them. I know normally we do something like who had the best match, who did the MVP, but I feel like we should really dissect these a little bit. Not crazy detail and stuff like that, but I feel like these should be dissected. And like I said, we will talk about some of the results that happened for the Raw after WrestleMania included in these. So we'll start with the host. Now I want to know for y'all, did John Cena do a good job as host, or was he underutilized? And could you even call him a host?
Yes and yes. Yes and yes. Because I mean, John Cena, whatever role you give him, he's gonna fit it. And he, if the shoe fits with John, he's gonna wear it well. He looks great in a suit. He's retired. He's got the hair going and everything like that. He had the hair going even when he was still wrestling, but he has the voice. You hear his voice on every damn commercial now, or see his face in the commercials now. I mean, it's just to show, and it was nice to have him back. But I think he did great. But yes, he was underutilized as a host. There should have been more. It felt like there was more commercials than hosting.
My thing is, where the backstage segments at? Like, what happened to those at WrestleMania?
At first, I was like, did I have to buy another tier so I didn't get ads so I could see what was happening? That's what I initially thought.
That's what everybody said. No, everybody said.
What am I doing?
Ads were crazy this year. Like, I used the VPN to watch like in Canada and stuff, and most of the stuff we had was them showing like the Hogan documentary or something that had to do with WWE. So we didn't get as many like ads, but
probably
but even for like the Hogan documentary or like the vignette to tell us like what the next match is, it was like 4 minutes. They were like, because
did you get vignettes before the matches?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, yes. We did.
I got nothing.
No, they said none of y'all did. If you had ESPN and signed up,
I got the main event. That's all I got.
No, you didn't get none of that. Like all your stuff was commercials.
4 minutes. 4 minutes of commercials, by the way. That's when the clock started.
That's how ours were. But it was just 4 minutes of what Netflix is promoting and WWE. It wasn't no other commercials. And then it'll tell you we'll be back soon. And it'll play that card.
But here's the thing, man. It's WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. When in any lifetime, in 41 other previous WrestleManias, where we got damn commercials in between it. Like, yeah, we get our shop when we get whatever else they're promoting. But we'd go into, like you said, a backstage segment or something in the crowd or something in the a segment of some sort. And then we go to our next match. We get the hype reel for that. And next match, it moves. This was it was. It's hard to explain.
Commercial mania.
This is the mania. This is WrestleMania's become. Is that, and somebody did like, I don't know, Will, you got like the WrestleMania times. Some people like sort of charted the times of like how many commercials we had, how many minutes the matches were, how much combined time in the ring they got. It was like an hour of wrestling that we got in a 3 hour or so show. Like, how is that even possible?
The time wasn't making sense to me because I'm like, it is 9:30. Why the hell is it like? Where are we at right now? Like, what?
No, I put it like this Monday on Women's Wrestling Talk. If y'all want to go check it out, I said what WrestleMania has become is the NBA All-Star Game, where everything else around it is what you go for. You go for everything else that's surrounding All-Star Weekend. Don't nobody give a damn about the All-Star Game when it come on Sunday. That's what WrestleMania has turned into.
At least for this year, yes. At least this year under this umbrella of ESPN, this is exactly what it turned into. Like,
and it wasn't good. Like, my thing is, you have the GOAT John Cena come back to host, and all he did was say, "Welcome to WrestleMania," gave us the attendance record, and that was it.
Yeah.
And what's shitty about it is that there's so many people back there that we didn't see John Cena get to interact with during his final year there in his retirement that could have been there. Like, not to throw shade or nothing like that, but I would have loved to seen a pass by of him and Nikki. That's it. Look at one another and then keep it pushing. Like, give us something. It's WrestleMania. Give us something.
In his WrestleMania, you could have brought back a lot of his Rose Gallery, man. Like,
they're there.
AJ's already retired into Hall of Fame. Like that.
Like, there's no AJ Styles handshake. There's no stare off with him and Orton before their match goes.
Well, here's the thing too. There's a. I felt like everything was timed around the commercial breaks. Like you bring up basketball, right, and football too. Like the media timeouts, those commercial timeouts, you gotta take them. Once they hit that certain point on the clock, media timeout, we know we go into the bench. It's gonna be about 3 or 4 minutes before we get back out here. Understood. They set their whole show up around ads, man. And if you indulge me for 1 second, so the night one, the first match was 7 minutes. Drew and Jacob was 14. The tag team, the women's tag team championship match was 9 minutes. Becky and AJ was 8. Gunther and Seth was 15. Liv Morgan and Stephanie were 7, and the main event was 23 minutes.
And 10 of that, 13 minutes of that was the Jelly Roll Pat McAfee stuff. And I said that time could have went to Stephanie and Liv.
And we saw the recent news about Pat McAfee, right?
No.
Yeah, he pulled himself out of it. Yeah.
Pulled himself out of Backlash. Pulled himself out of Backlash.
Yeah, because it sucked. That whole we'll get to that match, but it was like that whole opening segment, all of that could have went to Stephanie and Liv.
Yeah, and those one more minute.
Oh, my bad.
Brock and Noble was right under 5 minutes.
Well, no. Do that for night 2 when we get to night 2. Do that.
Okay, we're on night 1 still. Okay.
Yeah, we're still on night 1. Yeah. So when we get to night 2, though, we'll have you do the times. But yeah, it was like that. That could have went to Stephanie and them, or
they needed
that could have been another match
between
Io and Asuka.
Yeah, it's just the timing was funky, man. It was funky.
Yeah, it was NBA All-Star Weekend, and that's the saddest.
When you say that, because I love the NBA, but I do hate the All-Star game.
Exactly, I'm telling you, because when you go, everything surrounding it is what makes it fun. Going to the events, going to the different promotions that are happening. That's what this WrestleMania is, what I heard was all about. Like, if you were out there, you had a wonderful time. The show itself, though, is like, like nobody really was tripping about it. Like most folks, like I remember even seeing like shockingly of like so many people that didn't go, couldn't go, the politics behind it, like seeing like Denise Saldana like streaming it from her hotel room. And I'm like, how is she not there? Or the fact that hearing that Ric Flair was banned from WrestleMania. It's like, really? Yeah, like they said, like he wasn't allowed there. Like Ric Flair came out and said, like I wasn't allowed to come.
He came out and said he wasn't allowed because he was threatening to beat up. The way he worded it was funny, but he said
who was he threatening to beat up?
Tiffany Stratton's husband, but he's talking about Ludwig Kaiser.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, way back with the other stuff.
Yeah. But again, Rick can fucking barely walk, so it's like, how y'all taking that serious? He also
sounded
like this now.
He also sounded a little inebriated.
Let that man live, man.
You the GOAT. But again, too, it's like, you don't have him there. And then hearing that like some ESPN people were not allowed to cover stuff or even do any WWE coverage because they were being held back. It was just like, it's a very like confusing time as a fan. And not even just for someone who makes content. It's like, like, what are we doing? Like, what's happening? Like, I've even seeing like your when like what Deonne talked about with being able to separate the casual fan and the people who do this. Like watching, like seeing Minnie Portable not being on the floor of WrestleMania or being where one Mona was at the ramp and stuff like that, when y'all have used her in WWE promo,
right?
And y'all have her in the rafters, but you have other folks who, and again, I watched this and I studied this for a whole year, ain't post nothing since SummerSlam, ain't posted not one thing of WrestleMania of wrestling content, and then WrestleMania come around, now they got all the seats, they got all the stuff, and it's like, what are we doing? Like, what message does that send? Because that person has 1 million followers, it's like, oh, we're gonna put you at WrestleMania, but you won't put people with Before the Bell podcast, you won't put them on the ramp to be able to get you great content.
Because there's
Clayton, Martin, and Chris have been killing it all year around.
Right. There's people out there that don't. There's people out there that are literally just do it, not even because they like wrestling. They're just doing it so they can get seen.
It's clout. It's clout chasing.
It's literally clout chasing. Like, it's terrible.
And that's what you're rewarding. And I can't stand that. And again, it don't have nothing to do with just myself. Because you notice I didn't throw myself. We didn't throw our podcast in there. I'm talking about the folks who I see on a daily posting content, doing watch-alongs for your product.
Right.
And you don't even treat them with the respect that they need to be treated. You're using their face in your promotions.
Right.
And none of y'all think to go, hey, let me make sure this person is taken care of 100%.
No, that's again, we only know what we've heard from WWE and all that stuff and what's been reported, but it felt different. This has been a different company.
A lot of it
since TKO, but really WrestlePalooza was like the dead bird essentially.
A lot of it, even down to security, but we'll get into
that too. That saw the videos of that.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Different superstars too.
By the way, John Cena was very underutilized. I don't think I ever answered it. He's very underutilized.
Oh, yes. Very underutilized.
But he did his job.
He did his job. He checked the boxes that needed to be checked, but he was very underutilized. But even something like to go on with a lot of the stuff that was going on with security, And again, this even goes back to something bigger of like, what is WWE really doing with their stars? Because like, why are your stars still having to book their hotels, book their transportation to get to your event by themselves? Not, hey, we have your flight here ready for you. This car will pick you up. They're booking this stuff themselves. And so the same thing with the hotel. We're in Vegas where you have casinos and hotels connected to each other, and nobody is communicating with, hey, this is going to be the home base for our wrestlers to be here. Can we have them all on one floor? We will buy the whole floor, one floor for all of them to be in, and we need it to be where security are at these things. And if they do not have this particular credential, they cannot come on this floor. Each wrestler, when they are here, will be escorted to that floor where they will be able to get here. Having folks come and do this weirdo shit y'all doing, which is why I say bring back beating people's asses. I'm sorry. I know people like to go like, oh, you shouldn't get violent. Fuck that. Get violent. Some of these people need their ass whooped.
The way Triple H and Earl Hebner beat that dude down who jumped in the ring, that's how everybody should have got it. I'm just saying, I'm a little nonviolence. Like I'm for nonviolence, but same day, you're not gonna film me in the bathroom. You're not gonna film an intimate moment with a friend of mine. You're not going to mob me to get you to sign stuff and have your kids up at 2:00 in the morning to say, hey, to guilt him into signing, to guilt people into signing stuff. This is dumb, man.
You're not going to pinch my butt while I'm doing a picture for you at WrestleCon.
Who did that?
This dude, this weirdo looking
yeah. I saw the picture. I saw the video.
While she taking a picture for him. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, who trained you? Where your mama at? This is like, y'all really make it hard to be a WWE fan. And I'm not even just talking about for the people who y'all are doing this to, the wrestlers you're doing it to. I'm talking about for folks like us. Like, I now get to a point where I feel uncomfortable going in for a hug with a wrestler. I feel uncomfortable making contact with a wrestler because of everything that y'all are doing, because you're fucking weirdos. And it's now been in place where other people are being made uncomfortable because the folks that are around them are telling them, hey, you take a quick picture, you do this, and you get going. And it's like, all right, hey, man, look, I ain't trying to cause no trouble. That's where the uncomfortability comes from. So now it's awkward when you're meeting these wrestlers, and it's not their fault. It's this fucking weirdo who in your head, it's like, I should pinch her ass. For what? So you could say you did it. So you could be like, oh, I got punched in the face, but it was worth it. Like, yo, like this is why I say
why try doing that to somebody like when they were around. Let's name a few. Try doing that to somebody like Vader. Try doing that to somebody. You've seen y'all know David Schultz. Y'all seen David Schultz. Those you wrestling fans, have y'all look him up if you haven't. You casuals that don't know about this, look up David Schultz. Look it up.
But this is why I said that this law-wise there should be an increase in the law, and more examples should be given as to why you shouldn't do this. Like that dude that pinched Elena Black's butt, you should get jail time. That's sexual harassment. And more of these fans need to be made an example of, so this stuff can stop being a trend. This can stop being a temptation for them to do. This can stop being something that they feel is regular that could happen. We need to start seeing some of these folks get the entire book fucking thrown at them.
Period.
And like, what happened to like us as a society where like that's okay, or we feel like that's okay? Let me mob this person who, I didn't. Granted, I paid this money to see this person or to have a one-on-one with this person. I don't care how much you paid. Like, no amount of money gives you the right to act like a dick.
It's the idolizing. It's the idolizing of it, and that's something Sendil put in here. Is that you're gonna have people who idolize these women wrestlers and stuff, and then because of what they see on camera, they think transfer over into real life. Like, just imagine, like
Cable Guy.
Yeah, Mickey James or any of them that have had these segments where, you know, they've had to be a little more loose when it came to what the storyline was. And it's like maybe getting patted on the ass by somebody in a story, not in real life. It's a part of the story. Not for you to go, oh, well, shit, she must be like, she letting everybody else do it in the square circle. Why can't I do it? Like, no.
At her meet and greets. I'm going to do that at her meet and greets.
At her meet and greets. And I'm going to say this too, because I know a lot of folks, and we'll move on to the other shows, but I'm going to say this and say this well. I don't give a fuck if a woman do porn. I don't give a fuck if a woman does OnlyFans. Just because this lady is in the sex worker game does not give you the right to belittle this woman. Mm-hmm. It does not give you the right to do anything to this woman that woman has not given you permission to do. Now, I've been around conventions where there are porn stars that will allow you to take a picture, grabbing their ass, doing the thing. But again, it's given permission to do it. All of this other stuff where you feel like, oh, well, I paid $25 a month for your OnlyFans and I done bought all your DMs, so that inclines me to do it. No, it don't. No, it don't. It just means you're going to spend a lot of money on a fantasy that you like. It does not give you the right to touch any of these women. It don't give you a right to disrespect none of these women or any of these men. That
men too, yeah,
or the men too, or anybody, or whatever pronoun you face, just so people don't feel like I'm not taking up for them. I feel like if you cross that line, you should get punched in the face.
Grown men following another grown man who's just trying to do his job and trying to get home and get to his hotel room should not be filmed in a damn bathroom trying to hide from you fuckers. He's a fucking Hall of Famer. This is a Hall of Famer. And this is a person who has a family. This is a man who has a family. Like, you lucky. If this was Booker T back in the day, this probably would have been a different story. It would have. But a bunch of y'all like just trapping him in the bathroom, and then Randy Orton in the freaking lobby. Like, bro, he's trying to get to his family.
The same thing outside with Oba. Like, them trying to get mad that Oba didn't want to sign nothing to take no pictures. Like, oh, you don't want to take it for the kids? I'm like, but ain't no kids out there.
Right.
Oba's running behind, and he's trying to make sure this is his Uber. Understand, none of these people are obligated to take a picture with you. None of these people are obligated to sign anything for you. And if you really want to get it like that, then go pay for it. Go wait in line, go pay for it, where you're allowed to take the picture, where you're allowed to get the shit signed. Instead of you sitting here like, hey, can I get a picture with you? Hey, can I get a picture with you? Can I finish taking a piss? Bro, like, what the fuck?
Like, Bailey she moved that guy's phone out the way. Thank God he's dumb enough to freaking put out the whole video, because he basically outed himself out, and then has the nerve to say, I'm not going to press charges or call the cops on CM Punk or sue him. I just want an apology. An apology for
he said he had a video.
You did?
He gave a video explanation of this.
A clip
he put out a video about it.
First, they were just clips coming out, and then he put out his version of it, trying to explain his side. But he outed himself out. Yeah. Dumbass.
It showed it even more, because the clips showed right directly.
It showed even more. Bailey and AJ were hugging, and then they were trying to move, because then you could hear them, like, all these people. And then Bailey even put her hand in the guy's face on the phone.
Because he like this on the phone.
In her face. Then you saw
like, like, hey, let me zoom in and get it. Like, this is the camera right here, and she's hugging AJ. It's like, bro, can you stop? And then, like, you don't know what zoom is. Like, you're not that far. You can zoom in with your phone.
This isn't a good look or a good representation of the our fan base, and I'll say our fan base for wrestling, because I've been a fan for a very long time. And we've gone, you can look at Honey's back wall, how many meet and greets she's gone on. Mm-hmm. And we've always met these wrestlers, or been able to at least meet them in some capacity. And if you're at a convention or whatever, and they sign in, get that interaction there. But be a good human being, man. Like, is that too hard to do or to ask? Because if that's a reflection of, like, the fan base that I'm a part of, that's not everybody. That's all I can say. That's not That's not the sum of us. That's just some crony here and there who feel like they're obligated to do what they want to do.
But y'all making us look bad.
You're making us look bad. Rightfully said, man. Like this isn't a reflection of that fan base, man. Some people love this stuff. Some people love the people. This is it.
Because in those moments, you're not filming Bailey and AJ. You're filming their government names. You're not filming CM Punk.
You're filming April. That's who you filming.
April, and you're filming Phil, like Phil Brooks. Yeah. Those are the people you're filming. So don't get mad when Phil Brooks smacks the shit out of your phone and denies you anything.
Yeah, because
you being rude, and they already told you no the first time you didn't listen. So and it's a grown man's wife. So a grown ass husband is gonna do what a grown ass husband gonna do. You lucky he didn't punch you in your fucking face.
Yeah, you lucky he just got a hint.
You lucky he just snapped your phone and told you to walk away. Like these are real people. Like you said, this is not Bailey and AJ hugging. That's Pamela and April embracing each other.
You know what pissed me off even more? You know what pissed me off even more about the video, and this is the last thing I'll say about it because like this getting me boiled up. But the last thing you hear in that video is him, the guy who got his phone slapped, is saying, "Wow, bad day, huh?" Like he doesn't think he did anything wrong. He didn't care.
He think like yo, you're not at a zoo, so this is me addressing. It's addressing you weirdos. Yes, stop being fucking weirdos. Stop thinking these people are pieces of meat. Stop thinking this is a fucking zoo when you see them where you just go get to stand by the glass and do whatever the fuck you feel like doing. These are real people. These are real actions you doing. And if you keep fucking with them, yo, punch them in the fucking face.
Period.
Man or woman. I'm talking about wrestlers. If these people come up to you, punch them in the fucking face because we know y'all tired of it, and the IWC of folks like us that aren't like that, we're tired of it. We're tired of seeing y'all have to go through that, and we don't like it. Mm-hmm. And we ain't gonna sit here and stand for it either. Which is why we even me and my friends, we didn't talk about it, and like I even told Roxanne at the Money in the Bank thing, like, hey. We jump niggas that start acting weird. Let you know. All right, we'll stomp a motherfucker out at WrestleCon real quick.
For you, period.
Because that's what those superstars mean to us.
Right.
So we also feel a need, like as much as y'all do stuff, we feel a need to protect y'all. So if we were out there when Elena Black got her booty pitched, we'd have stopped orange juice out that nigga and then dragged him out of WrestleCon. We done fucked him up. We'd be like, yo, don't you worry. We would have
security trying to stop him. Bro, he grabbed the celebrity's ass. He grabbed her ass, and we were just handling.
But she called it out. She filmed him as they walked him out. She was like, "This fucking weirdo just pitched my fucking butt." Yeah, like she has it all on film. Has him right there as he's walking out. This fucking weirdo right here. This pervert did this shit to me. And that's what needs to be done. It need to get called out. Don't be like a fan did. No, put the full government out there. Put their picture up. So even like that boy Joseph can go find their profiles and we air these motherfuckers out. Yep. So we know when we see them, hey, that's that weirdo that be doing weirdo shit when he around these people. Watch him or watch her.
And my thing is like y'all like it's just people's minds, man. At this point,
You muted.
You gotta get a new mic.
No, I don't know why. There's some plug that's wrong. It's really fucking
it's a short. You got a short in it. I don't know if it's the mic or if it's your jack.
But there were times thinking as a child. I was in the era as a kid watching wrestling, like, God, I wonder what would happen if I met that superstar one day. And then you do. You know what I mean? And you anticipated, you know that you're not going to fuck that meeting up when you meet that superstar. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like you're going to make sure you have that interaction with them and you're going to make sure that you say everything you need to get out to them and appreciate them. Like, but you guys get upset if they say no to a picture. You act like you can't try another time to do it. Have you ever heard of if at first if you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try the fuck again? Try again.
I understand you asking for something that they normally get paid to have done.
Exactly.
So be glad.
No obligation.
They don't gotta stop.
Yeah, it's no obligation to you. So
they don't gotta stop nothing.
But we only got an hour left, and we still got 2 nights to cover. Let's keep it pushing.
By the way, you said Honey's microphone is poor.
I got a rich life, man.
that chair got upgraded, but that mic didn't.
I'm rich in personality, Sage D, okay? My personality is richer than my mic. There's either that or somebody just wants me silenced, okay? And I refuse.
But let's jump into night one. First
Not today, Satan.
6-man tag, Division and I Show Speed versus LA Knight and the Usos. We're gonna do it like this on a scale of 1 to 10. Well, we know Honey's on a scale of 1 to 10, Deonne. Where you ranking this?
Man.
Tough to watch.
I don't know. I missed half of it, to be honest with you. And it was a quick half to miss. Number 2. It made for a good viral moment. How about that?
It was a cool opener for me. I'll give it a 2 as well. It was a cool opener.
This is out of 10, right?
Yeah, this is out of 10.
Okay. Okay, just making sure.
2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. It did, you know what it was? It did what it was supposed to do. If this was 1988, this would have been a great match if it was 1988.
You know what's so funny? I swear to God. I said that to Patrick. I looked at Logan Paul the way he was looking, and I said, Logan would have done good in the 80s or 90s.
If this was 1989, this would have been a fine match. But the fact that it was like 7 minutes, it didn't have no real chemistry. It didn't have no real, it was kind of just like, hey, we need y'all to fill this first hour for ESPN, and we need to do a spot with I Show Speed. And that was it. You know how you knew it was gonna be bad? Paul Heyman didn't even come out.
Nope.
Paul Heyman was like, I ain't coming out with y'all. As soon as he saw I Show Speed with that cape, he was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'll be out night 2. I'll be out on night 2. I'm good.
This is a shame, man. This was, and here's the thing. I had money on camera showing up, man.
Didn't even show up. Nothing
what was
happened.
That all for?
We gonna talk about that because we've done the jackass of the day, and I have to say the jackass of the day goes to Jey Uso, because what the fuck happened to you? How do you fall this far from world champion to now little cousin in the bloodline? And we gonna get to
the same thing.
I want y'all to hold that because we're gonna get to that. We're gonna hold on.
No, I know, but a fun fact. Just one thing, please. One thing.
Is it gonna be one thing, honey? Or
it is. Fun fact: the day a year ago to the day of WrestleMania night 1 or 2, whatever it was, 2. Jey Uso won the belt with Roman a year before. Literally down to the day a year before.
Yeah, but yeah, this was just like, hey, you know what this felt like? Sunday Night Heat.
Hey, don't say that about Sunday Night Heat, man.
Hey,
Sunday Night Heat has
Sunday Night Heat match right here.
Sunday Night Heat leading into a pay-per-view.
That's what they felt like. They were. But you always had that one that was like, all right.
Yeah.
Let's get to that last one. I need something good before I can't watch the pay-per-view. That's what this one was.
Beginning of Sunday Night. It was the beginning, the opening show.
The beginning. So, but then we had, I don't think these are in order, so apologies if it's not in order. Seth Rollins versus Gunther.
Cool.
We also saw
we all called this.
We saw the return of Braun Breaker. Gunther picking up the victory, and of course, that rivalry between Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker being shown that it is still not over. But on a scale of 1 to 10, how did y'all feel about this match?
I mean, personally, for me, was not a fan of this one either. I like Seth freaking Rollins. I feel like we reverted back to like a babyface Rollins that didn't really work before the freaking one. Like it had its ups and downs. Like I was expecting something extravagant for an entrance, and all he gave me was a smoking jacket with black eye contact. I was like,
that shit didn't look
hold
tough.
on,
That shit
hold on,
looked
hold on.
tough.
When you wait.
That's where we got
compare. Let me finish. Compare that to his last 4 WrestleMania attires. We can start with Cody with the blue flare-like robe with the lace.
Here you go.
We can start there. The long train of the red jacket that he had 2 years ago for Vegas. I mean for LA. I'm looking for that Seth Rollins now. That's peak Rollins for me now. This was a downgrade for Seth Rollins in this. I don't like this Seth Rollins. He didn't laugh one time. I didn't like it at all.
Okay.
You say it.
All right, but what does that has nothing to do with the look, though. I feel like
I was like, I can't agree with everything else. The look, though,
it ain't
I'm
freaking,
like,
man. It was none of this. It was
he
none
looked
of that.
He looked like he was straight out of Silent Hill. I mean, well, this is a more serious Rollins, man.
I don't like that Rollins.
I get it.
Hey, man, look, I saw that outfit, and I was like, yo, cast him as Smoke in Mortal Kombat 3. That's
Hell
Smoke.
yeah.
Right,
I did see you say that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's Smoke right there.
Mortal Kombat was
ASAP.
Mortal Kombat was a sponsor. So
exactly. That's why I was like, hey, you just found your Smoke in here.
Imagine if they do have Smoke appear. We don't know he's in it yet, but it's actually Seth Rollins. That'd be pretty cool.
Hey, listen, then I'm gonna tell them I need a check ASAP. I'm tired of y'all playing with me. Give me my money.
Period.
But honey, on a scale of 1 to 10, what you giving this match?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna give it like, I mean, because of I'm not like I said, like Deonne said, I wasn't really a fan of the entire match at all, but there was elements of it that I did enjoy. You know, like it did what it needed to do. But Seth, and the look alone was awesome. Like, I'm not gonna disrespect King Troy like that. Shout outs to King Troy. But I give it a 6. And that's being kind. I'm being kind. I'm being very kind.
You being kind enough. I get at a 4, and I only give 2 points because of the outfit. I took all the points. Wait for the outfit. Match was memorable. I can't remember a single thing that happened in this match. Besides
Braun Breaker returning.
That's it. I don't remember nothing else about this whatsoever. The only thing I remember is the outfit and them messing up Braun's spear going down the ramp because Seth didn't want to take the full impact. I'm like,
would you?
For Mania, fuck yeah. For Mania, yes.
It looked great not on the drone. It didn't look good on the drone, but when they showed it on the level, it looked good there.
Mine is how he took it. Yeah, like the drone shot was cool. Then when it moved in was great. It's how Seth took it was how I didn't like it. I'm like, you barely hit Seth. Like you missed, kind of missed really.
The first one, yeah. The first one too was kind of funky.
I was like, give me running down the ramp, bro. Take all that shit. I know it's gonna sting a little. Take all that. Like, make that a WrestleMania moment if you gonna bring him back for this. I give it a 4. That's 4 for me.
That's a shame too.
Gunther did need that window.
But no, he did, and it was. And then again, it was sold in a way it needed to be, where it didn't make Seth Rollins look weak. It didn't make Gunther look weak either, but it just wasn't memorable. It was for me, it's a filler match, and that's sad for these two superstars for it to be being called that with what they can do in the ring.
Yeah, because we're Seth Rollins is a Hall of Fame talent, Hall of Fame character, and
so it's good
for him to have this. Say what?
You think Gunther isn't in the future?
Well, in the future, sure, but Seth Rollins is already.
Compared to what Gunther's
doing. I know what you mean.
Since Randy's reversal RKO from the stomp, this man has been having moments after moments after moments at WrestleMania, and this is the one that we will probably just gloss over and never remember.
We're not. There's nothing memorable about this match,
which is unfortunate.
It is. Now we move on to the fatal 4-way tag team match, which also makes no sense because if it's a fatal 4-way, there's no rules. So why would they have to tag somebody?
They still do this sometimes, though, man. They still
and that's
do
a
it sometimes.
tornado tag match. That didn't make no sense for you to call. You know what? Because apparently we don't know what these matches are anymore. Apparently, I guess they didn't change stuff in WWE for rules of matches. But we had the Bougie Bullies, because I'm not calling them whatever they call themselves. The Bougie Bullies defending their titles against Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Becky. I was going to say. I said Becky. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Bayley
and Lyra against Brie Bella, and not Nikki Bella because she was injured, and so Brie did not.
Nikki did.
So yeah, and so since Nikki didn't want Brie missing out on her WrestleMania moment, they called in an old friend. She's finally home. Paige made her debut home after 8 years at WrestleMania and is now the women's tag team champion along with Brie Bella. And I have to say, this has to be by far the dumbest fucking booking I have ever seen in my life for a returning superstar. This had to be the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Not just any returning superstar, but for fucking Paige.
Yes. Everything we said. What's funny is everything we said about our ridiculous predictions, like Deonne had us do, was 10 times better than what they pulled.
We did it again, guys. We did it again. We booked it.
Here's the two problems I had. One, why would you do this for her? I get putting a title on her. I get this, but what is the aftermath with this? I'm sorry Nikki got hurt and the Bellas couldn't have their moment because we knew that's what this was all about. But to throw Paige in there just so you have this made no sense. And then what I hate even more about it is people can't keep their fucking mouth shut, and we knew about it before the fucking show happened because everybody gotta go run their fucking mouth so they can have more. Yeah, they leaked it. What we saw when like Paige got signed, Nikki's not gonna compete, and Paige is filling in for her. That came out.
I was offline that day.
I had to be because I was working. All of that showed that like the day of WrestleMania, it came out that Paige signed with WWE.
Wow.
That was like we saw that news come out the day of WrestleMania. Then the night before that, we found out Nikki wasn't going to be able to compete because they didn't clear her for her ankle injury. But we didn't know if that was just rumored. Then people connected the dots and they said, yeah, she'll be taking over her thing. She'll be taking over for Nikki. And I'm like, but why? Why?
Why would you do that to Paige? Why would y'all do that to Paige?
That was such a waste. She got a pop. Don't get me wrong. They got what they needed. But this again comes back to the creativity thing. I still stand by watching the Stephanie and Liv match. At that ending, we're gonna get there. But if like when that title was being held like this, I'm of all time. Like, yo, I'd have lost my shit.
I mean, I did don't get me wrong, I did lose my shit. Like, yeah. We still lost our shit when her music came out, and I was just happy to see her on the WWE soil again. I'm just like, yes, girl. And she looks so fucking good, but it was
like, you know what it was? And Deonne, you gonna like this.
Fucking
It was like you took my steak and you got the fiddles, you got the mac and cheese, you got the onions, and you take all of the porterhouse steak and you put it on a garbage can lid, and then you serve that to me. That's what you did when you brought Paige back. You put my dope ass meal on a garbage plate lid and served it to me. Because she looked incredible in the ring. She looked incredible returning. She looks like she belongs there. And you didn't do it the way it needed to be.
There's only
and that return could have been like you said, a WrestleMania moment. More of what this one still will check the box.
Oh yeah,
from the return to the win, but at the same time, it's almost like even I had her interrupt the AJ Becky match, you know. So there was that opportunity too to insert her into that title run by herself. But it's like, okay, Nikki can't make it. Let's see where we can put Paige and fill her in. And just the match too, I think it went 9 minutes or so. For those teams, especially shout out to the what's the real name? Irresistible Forces.
Bougie Bullies. That's their real name.
Just for context, what's the real
Forces?
Okay.
You ain't catching me saying that shit. I'm not saying that.
Spinning the chair for us, honey.
But their demolition tribute was dope. With the mask.
That shit was fire. That was cute.
They was getting roasted.
It was cute.
Really?
Oh, well, first of all, because it looks like the spa things that the girls are using at home now.
That light up and stuff.
The light up shit.
I was like, y'all ain't shit.
They could have animated, like, it didn't have to be all white, y'all. Like, y'all could have made it black and silver.
Here's the thing. It's always WrestleMania. There's so many white attires for WrestleMania, right? But I think with this one, this match was...
They even had white boots.
You have a sort of an obligation, I feel like, to sort of let these superstars get a payoff for their hard work for the year, right?
Yeah.
Like the way Bayley was done last year still is unforgivable for me. And to go her into this year and see what she gets this year too is, that this whole match just made no sense. But we knew this match was only to elevate the Bellas, and it did nothing else for anybody else.
All this did was prove what we've been saying since last couple months. This is just prove that y'all literally just made sure that you wanted to get everybody's favorite on the card and just get everybody on the card. Get everybody on the card.
Mm-hmm. This is what happens when you don't have nothing to pivot to. Like, yes, this would have been great for Brie and Nikki to win, and this would have been a perfect Bella moment. But you knew Nikki wasn't going. You knew Nikki wasn't going to be able to compete a week ago. So why not just let the bougie bullies retain? You could have still had a triple threat. No. You could take
the Bellas out of it.
It could have been that, even if you decide you still want to do this, but it's like none of this rocks to make sense unless you're gonna freebird this title reign with them to where when Nikki come back.
Yeah, so she's the champion, right? So what happens with Nikki?
Yeah.
This is how it's gonna be. That's only one way to rectify. You know how it's gonna go. You know how this is gonna go. There's only one way to fix it. You know how it's gonna go, Deonne. Do I have to say it? When Nikki's better, what's gonna happen? That twin magic's gonna appear.
Knock her right
out. Yeah.
And knock Paige right out.
Yep. But we'll move on to the next one. Jacob and Drew. I give it a 6. 6 or 7. It did what it was supposed to.
And it was on the first hour. So
7, 8.
I enjoyed it. Enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Well, not more than I thought I would. I thought there'd be more to it, but I'm cool with a 7 on this one. This was a good match. It was pretty fun.
I'm good with a 7.
It didn't meet the standards of an unsanctioned match, though.
No.
It's one of those. There's gonna definitely just been no disqualification, but they did what they were supposed to do.
Like they told the story. They told the story correctly.
Yeah, and you gave it to where it did what it needed to do.
And not for nothing. We did get the Scottish Warrior with the sword coming out. You know,
that was
the red was fire. The look was fire.
Yep. So I get
Jacob's WrestleMania gear was dope.
Jacob's
and stuff like that killed it.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, like I said, they did what it was supposed to do. It's a great end to their feud. Like this was what you would call like a middle card WrestleMania match. They did what they were supposed to do. I don't have no notes for them.
Yeah.
So we move on to AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for the IC title. Becky Lynch, your new IC champion.
Are we done with this?
From what AJ Lee said in her interview, it kind of seemed like this came to a close.
Okay.
One thing that she kind of threw out was, I didn't get my chance to say goodbye the way I wanted to. Not saying that she's leaving or anything like that, but it does seem like she'll be moving on from this rivalry to allow Becky to be able to do what needs to be done for the IC title.
Boza, stop that. Stop that
Perfect.
Right now. Boza, stop that.
Because even with this one, this match flew by too.
Cool.
7 minutes, 8 minutes. Yeah, it was what it was. It got the belt back on Becky. It gave Paige WrestleMania coming in with the title. AJ, sorry. Who did I say?
Paige.
Sorry. Still fresh on the brain. But this, I was like, I think I was ready to see this in maybe like 2 PLEs ago when we got to this.
Facts.
The buildup wasn't what I thought it was going to be, or else I wouldn't have wanted this in the first place. Yeah,
this would have been a great backlash.
It was dry.
Yeah, very middle of the road, man. Maybe I'll be nice and say like a 5, just middle of the road for me.
I'm like Lynette. I give it a 5.5. Oh, but I did forget to be overbearing about this. You're welcome to all of you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I am a part of this story. I want you to know. Paige's return, your councilman is a part of that story. I just want y'all to know. This ain't no kayfabe stuff. This is real life. I am a part of this return. And Honey knows about it because Honey saw the video. Honey has seen the video. So just to let y'all know, I am a part of this story and I'm taking it. All right. I am taking my reins on this. I am responsible for
repost it.
1/16 response. I can't post. I'm not allowed to post it. I'm not allowed to post it.
Damn it.
You know, I told you that. TK even told me.
No, that's right. That's right. You did. That's right. You did. Damn
I'm not allowed to post it. Bose, I'm dead serious. Like, this ain't no like councilman, client type shit. Like, when I tell you there's a direct connection with this regarding myself.
I love it.
I'm letting y'all know. You're welcome.
I love that for you.
Yes, you're fucking welcome, IWC and WWE. Your councilman gets it done.
Vote now.
Vote now. And now we get to the women's world title, Stephanie McCurry versus Liv Morgan. Sage, I wish I could say it. Just know this. We have fans that do watch us. We have people that watch that wrestle, watch our programming. So just don't think that these things are not seen by the world of wrestling. That's all I'm gonna say. But the title's on the line. Stephanie McCurry versus Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is now your 3-time women's world champion. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give this match?
The match, not the performance. We're not counting that. Right?
Off. Wait, what performance?
We're not counting that performance, right?
Man, that performance was fire. I don't care what nobody. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, man. Her entrance was fire.
It was.
It
was given. Oops, I did it again. Brittany, like she looked like she needed her moment. Like she looked like she looked like she was dying to do that for a long time. Like,
and I'm so glad she did. Liv is in her fucking bag right now.
I liked it. I feel like she could have killed it, like doing it in the ring or something. But I get, it's part of your entrance. It's your new song.
Here go choreograph Honey right here.
I'm just saying,
the dance was all right. Had it been me doing it. Had it been me putting
it together. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Like, there she go. But I'm gonna give this match a 6. Only because it didn't get the time that it needed to get. As I said, in the main event, we had like a 20-minute opener of BS that we didn't need. That could have went to this match because the intensity of the buildup, the match itself didn't match that. And that's what I hate because of the short time.
You're right. No, you're right. That was exactly that's why I was disappointed with it. Because the week of, we came in here and was like, okay, this could steal the show. And the fact that they only had 7 minutes.
7 minutes
is ridiculous, man. Because it's like, what do you do? It baffles it befuddles the mind, as The Rock would say. You know what I mean? Like it just
it really befuddles The Rock. My head just went right there.
Because it doesn't make sense. It's like it's if we get a rematch. Okay, if any rematch that we get from this WrestleMania, this is the one that I want, because I don't think this one got the what it deserved. So I'm gonna go middle of the road again with this too. A 5 because I expected so much more, and it was just a quick title change. That's it.
And they both deserve way better than that. Both of them.
Maybe they'll get it at Backlash, perhaps, or somewhere down the line.
Yeah, but it's like that's not where we needed it. We needed it here.
But I feel like a lot of things have reset to build to what we thought things should be. We'll talk about those later as they come up, though.
Sindil. Well, first of all, Will, I disagree. It wasn't that. I like the performance. She white.
It was a little funky, man. It was a little funky.
She white. Like what y'all want?
The tearaway suit wasn't as flawless as it could have been.
It's WrestleMania. Like we ain't there's only one person that know how to rip clothes off well, and we didn't see that go by mistake. So again, I get it. And then also too, you don't want to risk wardrobe malfunction because you don't know what you grabbing, you don't really know what you pulling, so you don't want to pull something too hard and then something get exposed. So again, man, I liked it. I don't care. I think Liv did great. But for Sindil, like Stephanie's title reign fell dry. Like that's just really what it is. Like most of the time, and I don't think that's her fault. I just think the way like there's only so much time you can get before that language barrier starts to step back a little bit. And so I think adding that, not having her being able to consistently talk and be a part of the world title picture, and then too throwing her in the middle of Raw, not even like how they did, which is why I be saying like, yo, I don't know if it's because of skin tone or what, or ethnicity or what, but like y'all throw Rhea in main event status when she had the world title, and Stephanie kept being in the middle of Raw. And I was like, that's how y'all do y'all women's world champion? Like, Vision got 93 main event matches before she ever even got put on a fucking episode of Raw.
Yeah, man. I think WWE they produce wrestlers very well. I think all right, let's go back. When Shinsuke got the reboot, right? And they did all the anime sort of style vignettes with him.
That was so cool.
That got him like Shinsuke should have won that title that time.
Yes,
like,
but the problem was they don't adhere to anime fans, so the folks in that arena didn't clamor to it.
But see, but just as an example, that was well produced. You could do the same thing with Stephanie. Like I think like the way that they micromanage now, a few vignettes, a few backstage segments with her that are taped, don't even have to do them live. And then let her come out and do like promos here and there. Because I feel like from a character standpoint, like we know she's a bad woman. Like we know this. Like she's flawless in that ring. But let's the ring work is up here. Let's work on the character work and bring it up here too. Because I think, just to quote back, I think that's what Booker T said. Like in WCW, he was a great wrestler. In WWE, he became a great entertainer. And that's what some people have to flip, have a switch for. Because I don't think her language barrier is that bad. If they keep it produced in a way that she can get over by doing it too.
Well, it's what you brought up. They just started too late because they did start doing the vignettes. They did start doing the pre-recorded stuff. It's just you did it too late. Like you
Not
did it
time.
You did it when her and Liv are in this rivalry, and we only are like a month out. So it's like the rest of her entire title reign. It's like, yo, why y'all didn't start with that? Why y'all didn't start doing any of that sooner? But again, it's because y'all are so interested in everybody else's big ticket name that you're not developing your stars. And this is what happens with that champion. The same thing that happened with Jade. Y'all are not developing these people on how to get over on a crowd fully. And then you wait to see what the crowd gonna say, then you go work that. Like she should have been doing recorded vignettes. She should have been showing how, like, yo, like just like Monroe says, like, yo, I'm a woman straight from hell. You do not want to mess with me. We should have been having these type of rivalries with Stephanie way before Liv. Her and Raquel should have got to this level. Her and Roxanne should have got to this level. Her and Asuka should have got to this level. But we didn't do it in time. And because of that, she didn't get over anymore as much as she used to. Now we got to see her chase the title and what that turns her into, which again, I think she'll do an excellent job chasing the title. I think you're going to see
is always the best.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see something out of Stephanie we haven't seen yet, because I saw somebody throwing this around, and I would love to see this. The demon version of her called La Primera with Demon Finn versus Liv and Dom at Backlash. I was like, book it. Book this shit right now.
Where's Backlash this year?
Tampa.
Tickets are too expensive. I'm not making that.
That ain't nothing but a quick flight for you. That's an hour.
That's honestly a quick drive too.
You could. But shout out to the new champ, Liv Morgan. She is well deserved. Love to see Liv winning. And then of course, Liv at no point was stepping away from the smoke. As we have seen, Sol Ruka is the newest member to Monday Night Raw, and they had an impromptu match. And let me tell you, 5 stars. 5 stars, man. See, I gotta see. Run it back.
I need more. As soon as it was done, I was like, I just want more. Because when she came out, I was watching live and I was putting stuff on my stories. I was like, oh yes, this is about to eat. If they do it tonight, good. If they wait or if they're gonna do it later, I don't care. I just need to see it. But they gave it to us that night, which was fucking amazing.
Sol's good. Sol's an athlete. She knows who she is as a character. She's essentially Jeff Hardy. Like, and we're not gonna boo Sol Ruka ever. So let's have some fun. Let's climb the ladder, kid. Make yourself famous. Let's do that. And that's where we are with Sol Ruka. Like no notes, man.
And Liv is ready. And Liv is invested. She's ready to do it. Like she's
ready to do it.
She's excited to work with her. So I'm just like, she's gonna feed into it. So good.
I can't wait to see more from them. But shout out to them. Yeah. Now we move on to the first night's main event. Cody Rhodes defends the WWE Universal Championship against Randy Orton. And Cody Rhodes is still our champion. Understand. Not mad that Cody is still our champion. Did I want 15? Yes. Am I mad that he's still champ? No. I know that's very shocking to y'all, and especially to the Cody crybabies. Not mad that he's still QB1. Not at all. What I don't like is how we got there and the aftermath of how we got there. So there's 30 minutes of Pat McAfee and out of nowhere Jelly Roll participating in this match before it even started. Then we get into the match, which is actually a very good match. They told a great story. It was like watching them at Night of Champions all over again. Although the one thing I will say that I still can't stand, and I'm starting to see a pattern with this, why do they have to play like Randy's hurt to fight him? This is the second time.
I hated that.
I didn't like that. I'm like, I don't get why y'all keep nerfing Randy to fight him.
Yeah, that was once it happened, because Randy Orton is so good at selling. Sometimes you believe him. You believe that he's really hurt his back or anything, but as the match progressed, you're like, I don't know, man. This might not have been the way to sort of structure this match, because it should have been, given the way that it started. The rivalry started or whatever a few weeks ago, and given now, like they should have just been. It should have been like this straight from the start.
You know what it should have been? Night 2's main event. How you don't copy that same equation? We'll get to Night 2's main event. That's what this should have been. And
it would have worked way better.
It would have worked way better. And instead, we got Pat McAfee coming back out, getting Randy to RKO him, that being the distraction enough to get a crossroads and pick up the win.
And what this feels like now is that now we can start the rivalry with those two that we should have gotten for WrestleMania. That's what it felt like to me. It's like, okay, because the way it ended, I've never seen it. There's never been a WrestleMania that just ended like an episode of Raw. That's what it felt like.
Or also, too, you got punted and then you back on Raw the next day.
Back on yeah, man. You back on.
Boy, you remember when the punt took people out? Like, folks was out for weeks after they got punted. And I'm like, so you back on Raw?
And I was told that he was going to be scheduled to be out.
That he could not compete because he was supposed to be injured. And somehow, though, you on Monday Night Raw, but we'll get into that. I'm like, this made no sense. And I'm still in the middle of it because I give it a 5 because I did enjoy their match when the match started, and it's just Cody and Randy. I didn't like the whole injured thing, but they gave us a good match. I'm like, why didn't, like Deonne said, why this didn't just start like this? So I give it a 5 because of that alone. But everything else, no, 4, because everything else is problematic. I'm sorry. Everything else is problematic, and that's not how you end a WrestleMania.
It's middle of the road for me, too. I'm very middle of the road WrestleMania for me. I'm going 5 again with this one, just because the McAfee and Jelly Roll thing, okay, we got them out of the way, but they still took up time.
And didn't need to be there.
Yeah, and didn't need to be there. And the injury, the back injury with Randy, and then the McAfee, you've gone through it too. The McAfee coming back out, RKO into Cody cut, and like that's it. We're done. A crossroads and we're done. But then to end the night with a punt that didn't end up with him being champion was like, why? So are we rebooting? Are we restarting this rivalry so we can kind of get what we wanted before WrestleMania? Who knows?
I don't know. I don't know where this go after that. I don't know what we get with that, because this is where the title should have changed if it was supposed to change. It should have changed here. I don't know. Honey, on the scale of 1 to 10, what you giving this?
4.
So
I just only have the number word. I don't really have much else to say considering all the other stories and things that we could have came up with to get here.
Yeah, let's just give night 2. Night 2 was fun. Was better.
Yeah.
Night 2 was better.
Yeah, just one quick one. What would you rate night 1 overall?
Night 1? I said a very middle of the road night 1. I'm going 5, man. I'm keeping it there. The average is 5.
It was a 5 out of 10 for me.
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10 for me, big dog. But hey, what started off as the steak dinner on the trash can lid quickly flipped.
Get it out of here.
Real quick. At night 2, they was like, hey.
They were like, oh, sorry, let me go redo this plate for you. Hold on.
Well, they cut the steak and fed us on this night.
Well, they brought out a new one. They brought out a tomahawk on some fine china.
They put that brandy wine cognac sauce on that shit.
Yes, they did, man.
This was perfect. We
opened up Lesnar and Oba. No notes. Like, ain't much to talk about with this. Nothing. They did just what we needed them to do.
Nothing.
And so much that Brock Lesnar retired.
So great thing about this match is that this was the only match going into the weekend where I was like very like giddy. I was all in. My chips were all in on Oba. Oba's got to win this thing. I hadn't felt like this, and the match was only under 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I haven't felt like that throughout all of the night 1, where you could feel that build up, or like when he got F5, you like, oh shit. He sold it perfectly. He didn't pop right back up. He almost did. He almost
popped back up, and he was like, hold on, let me go down. Let me sell this a little bit. He almost got up.
But it was so good. And then the fact that Brock did the favors for him too and made him with that, essentially, I felt this is the one where yelled and screamed after it was over.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I jumped up and down.
Yeah.
I jumped up and
Sindel,
down.
I was so loud. My neighbor asked me the next day, "Were you good?" I heard like a loud scream and roar. Was everything all right? Oh yeah. My client.
Yeah, man. Me and Xander watched this one together, man. Like he was like,
no,
I scared him a little bit.
No notes. No notes at
notes.
all. The intro, everything. The only thing I had that I'd have said I wish would have been just better. I wish it had been nighttime when they match happened.
Yeah.
He out here.
No, it was perfect. It was perfect,
man. It was everything we needed. Hey, man, Brock retired. I'm not going to say thank you, Brock. I know what you are, and hey, thank you for passing the torch as the beast.
That's
thank you for doing the right thing.
That's the biggest contribution he could have ever made after everything that we found out. Right? Like this is even before that he did this for a young superstar on his way up, similar to how The Rock did it for him on his way up at SummerSlam. So it's like repay it, and here we go.
So Sindel asks, is this the biggest rub of all time? Would you consider
no,
this?
I just said Rock losing to Brock, man. Like
this was a big one too. This is a current.
I would say Hogan and Rock. That's probably still the biggest one to me.
Really?
Yeah.
The biggest. Well, Rock was already.
Yeah, but like for Hogan though to pass you the torch in wrestling, that's a statement. Like that's a real statement. Like again, remember we talked about that match. They had to pivot on how they acted in that match. Like that's how big that match became.
Yeah.
That it was no longer just heel and babyface. It was like, dang, we got they like both of them. We really got to change this up.
Can we write this down for like a segment? Perhaps the biggest rubs of all time, because I'm even thinking like even in losing effort, Jeff. I don't have my pen or anything.
Jeff Hardy and Taker. Jeff Hardy and Taker.
Oh shit.
Jeff Hardy and Taker.
That was a good rub. Yeah. So we will do that.
He didn't even win. He didn't even win.
We'll do top 10 greatest rubs. But yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. This was no notes.
This is exactly what I wanted. Thank you.
Then we had the ladder down. Then we had the ladder match.
I thought Rusev was dead by the end of this.
Yeah. I thought Rusev definitely got that Kevin Owens treatment. Oh, I thought he was out of there. Rusev, JD McDonough, Dragon Lee, Penta, Javon Evans, and this deadbeat that was on here. The IC title was on the line in a ladder match. They checked off all the boxes. They did everything that they needed to do, and Penta still retained, showing a strong reign for the IC champion when it comes to WrestleMania. But on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate this ladder match? Honey, we'll start with you.
I either wanted one or two things to happen, and one of them did happen, and I was fine with it. I either wanted Javon or Penta to retain, and it was a good match. There was crazy spots. Everybody had a highlight moment. Javon, you please just keep going, bro. Just keep going. But it was a fun match, and shout out to JD McDonough.
Yeah,
he was up in that match. He was up in there.
Yeah,
it was fun to watch. Ray, just go home, bro.
No, I mean, hey.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No seriousness, Ray. You good, Ray. Fine. You're fine.
Is he?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Go ahead, honey. Finish up.
No, I mean it. It's fine. I was being serious. It's fine. That's how I wanted it to end. I said.
What did you give it again?
Oh, I get. What you gave it?
I give it a 7.
I give it a 7.
I give it a 7. It was entertaining as hell.
It gets an 8 for me, mainly because of Rey Mysterio's old school entrance, man.
Oh yeah, he did do that.
Who's that jumping out the sky? RE1. Like, so give me that song.
If they would have played the right music,
they would have played the right song. True, but I still got him launched out of the ramp. I'm cool, man. Give me an 8.
I wish he launched his child support to Dom like that.
Stop it, man. And he hit his head on the ladder, man. Like he looked
good.
He
good.
Wait. Did y'all see what Sage D said?
McDonough looked like a muscular Michael Jackson.
It's the second comment. Oh, Annie, are you okay looking at?
Man, next match, man. Next fucking match, bro.
Sorry. It caught me off guard.
No, it's Sage's fault.
Damn it, Sage.
Yeah, I'm just imagining them saying, if you don't get your Eddie, are you okay looking ass out of here?
This right here, though, this match right here.
It was good to see Finn back as Finn. You know what I mean? Even Monday night.
It felt right.
I couldn't stop laughing at, though.
He was getting the streamers.
Finn was not supposed to be under there when them streamers let off.
Or at least not that deep in there, right?
But it was a whole problem why he went down. He was just.
But it's a tradition in Japan. That's what they do in Japan. So I think that's why
he kept trying to get him off of him, and he couldn't.
What's so wild? They shot him off again behind him.
Because that's how they were supposed to go. But the first one, he wasn't supposed to be directly under it. He was supposed to be in front and then behind, and it goes up behind him. But instead, they went too early and it landed on him.
It was a little funky, but it was good to see the demon back too.
Oh yeah. No, I mean everything still worked.
Yeah, it was the new elements on the new details in his paint and shit were there, like the little splatters.
Yeah, this was the demon on the back. Like it was everything it needed to be. I give it an 8 for this match.
Same. That's what mine.
Yeah, fucking yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And not for nothing, Dominic's entrance was top tier. King of the Luchador entrance, bro. Like I fucking loved it with the Mayan, Aztec, Mexican kind of symbolism, and
went from
and now we finally know, and now we finally know where all those masked men went.
That man went from a convict to a king, man.
A Mayan king.
That's the American dream. He could become president
with the AAA championship around his waist, like.
Still with that title around his waist.
He did everything you're supposed to do at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Gave you the pageantry of WrestleMania was
very
limited this year.
Not Finn dog walking him though in the middle of the ring, pulling him by his hair. That shit was
hell yeah, you had to.
That shit was funny.
That's what made the match great.
Now we got clean cut Finn again on Mondays, man. Like he looks good, honestly.
He looks
I like it.
It's crazy that the beard is gone and shit, and I'm just like, oh my god, we got like black and gold NXT Finn back.
What's so bad though?
The championship back.
But what's so bad now? It's like let's look who has a championship on Raw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but now you got a reasoning too for him to do it. Because remember, like he only beat the demon because he had the bloodline with him.
Right.
That's the only reason why he lost. Like so, this is a different Finn. Yeah, this ain't sideline Finn no more. This is fan favorite Finn. This is where it's like, yo,
main character Finn.
Yeah, this main character Finn. So
this is Win Balor.
Yeah, not Penn. This ain't Penn Balor no more. This Win Balor.
Win Balor.
Penn got thrown out with those pants.
Yes, he did. Penn definitely got thrown out with them pants. Don't wear that no more. You be in your full ring gear from now on.
He looks so sick in there.
Then we have this. Trick Williams came out with a CVS receipt type jacket down the ramp. That shit was long. My boy had a CVS receipt today.
It was a good what, 50 yards, 60 yards.
Yeah, bro. He had the whole ramp covered by the time he got down. I was like, damn. Okay.
Who designed that? Who was the designer on that?
Probably Lash. That was probably Lash idea, man. Shout out to having
that was some Met Gala shit. He almost got Rihanna beat for a long train.
But we got a new US champ like we wanted. But sadly for me, I gotta give this match a 4. It's not memorable. The only thing that I remember is the CVS receipt and Trick pinning him. Yep. There was nothing special about this match.
No.
It was a very different, like flipped match almost. It's like Sammy went heel, he went baby.
I think that was the purpose.
Well, I don't even think he went there. I think the audience decided that because
we knew he was gonna get booed.
But it was because it's blatantly clear we didn't want you here. Not that we don't like you. We did not want you in this match. We wanted Melo versus Trick. And instead we got this, and we got like what, a 6-minute match and a new champ.
Or just don't take the United States Championship off of Carmelo, and the match might not go the same way. He might not get booed out the building.
I'm still with it. Should have been Melo here, and Sammy could have missed WrestleMania. Not saying he's a bad wrestler or anything like that, but where it was and where Trick was at, I would have took teacher versus apprentice over the lemon pepper stepper versus the gingerbread man. Like, that's your angle to make this work. And don't get me wrong, Trick made it work, but at the cost,
he carried it. He carried
it. But it's something that he didn't need to carry for this one.
But he's got gold now, so
got gold now. I ain't mad at it. I can't wait to see that entrance on SmackDown. Please, bro, please dress up like Uncle Sam on one of your matches. You have got to come out with the top hat.
Is he going to Apollo this thing?
Yeah, bro.
Living in America.
I need it, bro. Trick, if you listening, I need that from you, bro.
In a WrestleMania, like that would be
great.
Whenever they're back in Philly.
SummerSlam.
Or whenever they're back in, or if they're in Philly anywhere, do something like that.
Oh man, he's gonna be a fun champion though.
He is gonna be a fun champion. I cannot wait to see his stuff. So shout out to him becoming U.S. champion. Then we have Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I fell asleep on this match.
I think this was Jade's best match on the main roster.
Yes,
I went watched it. This was Jade's best match. Rhea should not have won. I'm sorry. Rhea should not have won that match.
Can make that claim after how everything was put together for it.
Yeah.
Yes. But from a match finally from Jade that looked, the ending sequence was great. The reversal out of the riptide, then she gets her up, and then that sequence was fantastic.
It was working.
I like this match. I'll give it an 8. The outcome, I picked Rhea to win it. I just saw that sort of happening to move her to SmackDown. But yeah, they need to run this back. And definitely run this back for Backlash, because I think this is that rivalry that Jade needed.
She did. And she should have won it though. She should have won.
You could make that once the flow of the match started, you could definitely make that case that she should have won it.
Because this was the one that I went back to go rewatch, because I was mad I fell asleep to it. Not that it was boring, it was just all the rest of the stuff had just kind of got me tired. So I fell asleep. But when I rewatched it, I was like, yo, this is the Jade we've been talking about.
We've been waiting.
Yeah. Should have won it with the faction she got. But it's like to have her, and then it's just like you got EO coming out to come help. I'm just like, all right, bro. Like, I
get now there's no EO. She's on Raw. Rhea's on SmackDown by herself now. So let's get that started.
Yeah, because we needed to put that up ASAP before people started.
We saw it come to an end, and I will say, I liked that end segment on Raw when she walked away and Liv's sitting there, and I'm like, this is why I like that you. It's the only reason you got this title.
Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel Championship. This is what I can't wait to see. But yo, watching Liv hold that title and look at her like that, I'm like, yo, it wasn't just this moment. That's when I saw, I was like, yo, this girl locked in for the next 10 years. Like, this girl is going to be a part of the title picture for a long time. She has earned it, and she should.
Remember a couple of years ago we had that Mid-Morgan. They had that Mid-Morgan.
Yeah, the Mid-Morgan. Yeah. I
don't want to hear none of that ever again.
None of that.
Ever again.
And then main event. I'm gonna have to get off in a little bit because I do have another obligation I have to do.
We can get through this one. Let me get through this one and go.
Yeah. All I can say is this. This was the match where if anytime Nick and Triple H want to say y'all need to shut the fuck up and let us do what we do, it'd be this match. Y'all definitely had us shut the fuck up on this one. No. 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah, no. I don't know what camera y'all was using for Roman, but boy, let me tell you,
ungodly.
And
Old
then
theme song too, right?
old theme, the
Old
old
theme
ROH
song.
coming out. I like Punk's new way he comes out. Don't let the music play first. Go, it's clobbering time, and then it start. I'm like, yeah.
But when he started
that
with
one.
his Ring of Honor shit in that vignette, though, I was like, I got goosebumps. I ain't gonna lie. If you remember
that was
CM
crazy.
Punk from Ring of Honor, that
shooting
shit
on
was
top
hard.
of Allegiant, walking out like that. I was like, this is what Randy and Cody should have been. Two people who are mega stars. They don't need nobody else. And they showed y'all no interference, no
aura.
nothing. This was aura. And then look. Boy, look good on that shit. Look good on that boy. It look good on that boy, man.
This belt actually suits him a little bit.
It does, bro. It does, man. But we got a new champ. The tribal chief stands tall once again, and it ain't over because we got to the Monday after Raw. I don't get this, but for some reason, this is our possible future.
Cody wants to,
But this is what we more worried about. Big.
How you back in a matching jersey with your brother,
bro? Like what happened? Like, yo, what happened? Like, we gonna talk about that next week. Like, we got ourselves with the biggest rubs, and now I also want to know, like,
the curious case of Jey Uso.
The curious case of Jey Uso. But we got Jacob on Raw now, and we got Jacob going for the title at Backlash. I think this is an incredible first opponent for Roman.
I smell something.
Well, I don't even think you got to really smell nothing. I think this is just now to solidify Jacob being put into the main title picture, because I don't think he's going to win. And I think with the way Roman spoke to him about you're not ready, I think we're finna get to see a lot of different versatility within Jacob that we haven't been seeing. So it's not just going to be the all gas, no brakes. Like, you're going to get to see the realism of it. Like him being able to say, I want this title because of the money and so I can feed my family. I'm like, I can get behind that, Jacob. I can get behind that.
I want to put my kids in the best schools.
What did he say? I went from EBT to WWE.
EBT to WWE.
Yeah, like that's what I need. So,
yeah, all right, but y'all don't see what I see.
Clearly, we don't, honey. So, just
what, another bloodline start?
What we doing?
We're doing a different transitional bloodline story. I mean, why is Jay and
Jimmy?
Oh
no, we saw that when he had them come out. Like,
why is Jimmy and Jay wearing the Oakland Raider version of these jerseys? And that's what Jacob do.
Oh, I'm worried
about Roman. I'm worried about Roman in this case. I think Roman needs to keep all eyes open. That's all I'm gonna say.
Maybe there is some trickle in the bloodline. I'm not sure though, but it really looked like we little cousin right now.
That little cousin shit. That boy Jacob heard that, and he probably went to the back and he muddled it over. He's like, "Nah, I'm gonna fuck him up. I ain't no little cousin.
Yeah, we need to dissect that Jey Uso thing because
we're gonna definitely dissect that. Yeah, we're gonna definitely dissect that. But that's gonna be a wrap on this episode of the Kayfabe Podcast. We will be back next week with our regular segments, blind fives, all of the other stuff. One has to go.
Best wrestling.
Getting back to our regular scheduled programming that y'all enjoy so much. But we appreciate each and every single one of y'all jumping on with us and checking out this episode. Glad that we are past the WrestleMania. It was what it was. But we are now jumping into the rest of the year. And of course, I can't wait to be able to talk about all the wrestling stuff with my favorite trio. So to you and yours and to ours, we appreciate every single one of y'all checking us out, and we will catch you next week.